Welcome to Lord Fussington's walkthrough of the critically acclaimed game Demon's Souls. I'm your walkthrough master, Lord Fussington, and today we will journey through Valley of Defilement 5-1, as suggested in the title. Clever title it is. And at the end of 5-1, we will defeat the Leechmonger, who is a very easy boss, actually. Weak to fire. Weak to everything generally, but especially fire. You don't need that much preparation to defeat him. The difficulty in 5-1 aren't the enemies so much as the pitfalls. There are a lot of pitfalls. It's also a little bit confusing, since there are several paths to take. But hopefully this walkthrough will help you out. Probably not, because let's be honest, I have no idea where I'm going, ever. So, but this is a pretty simplistic part. Just climb up here, and we'll meet our first Depraved One. Depraved Ones come in several variations. There's this sort, which carries a single dagger. There's that sort over there, a spear with just a very long stick with fire at the end of it. And then there are Giant Depraved Ones. They have clubs, giant clubs, and they're quite difficult. They don't flinch or anything either, so they're the most challenging enemy, I'd say, in the Valley of Defilement, or rather the most, yeah. I was thinking about the Black Phantoms, but you know, they're more unique, so like Black Phantom, Celine or whatever, for instance. Alright, so jump down here. I like to, if I don't have to actually melee anything, I don't, in this case. Because it's easier to get overwhelmed at some points. So I just try to pick them off. So bow and arrows, pretty good idea to have, as well as or rather magic. Generally you'll have one or the other, so because a lot of them, also the ones with daggers, tend to lurk in around corners and or jump from platforms. See, like that. Drop rocks. It's generally just a irritating place. It's kind of like Blighttown. I think it's called Blighttown in Dark Souls. That's what Blighttown reminded me of when I went through it. So if you've played Dark Souls first, this is what you get to look forward to if you haven't done this already. You should also have Royal Lotus on you, as well as Widow's Lotus as well. Widow's for the plague, and obviously Royal for poison, because chances are, you know, you'll get poisoned, or the rats cause plague, for instance. There are groups of rats, I think 2 groups of rats in this area. Not in this area right here, but in 5-1. So I tend to go in this direction. Although I think you can cross. I think you can cross at some point, but I don't do that. I prefer going here, because really there's only one way to get here. The bridge, there's 2. So Crescent Moon grass. It is the greatest grass in the game, but I'll say it's debatable. Oh, must be a really good day. So really here you just want to be careful. Don't get too close to the edges, and look down before you jump, obviously. Look up as well, because sometimes they'll just jump from above. And remember that some parts of these roofs do collapse. So generally you want to tread carefully. And if you don't have to melee, don't really. Mainly because the guys with, well, the ones with the spears have range on you. The ones with the daggers have this sort of rush attack that stuns. Also, I've said also 4 times now, some of them kind of just lie there, and then, as you just saw, get up and attack, so be aware of that as well. Basically, this area is like one huge trap. Or, well, there's several traps, so maybe it's not one huge trap. There would be many traps. You know, it doesn't matter. Just be prudent, is what I'm trying to say. But since I'm long-winded, I'll just go on and on until people just stop watching the video. So I've put second chance on now, because I feel a bit safer. It's like a comfort blanket. So I'm not sure what I'm thinking here. Probably not thinking very much. Yeah, you see that bridge? Maybe it's better to do the bridge first. Actually, it is, come to think of it. So you want to hit the bridge, then grab that item, and then go through all of the falls. That's probably a better idea, and then you can go back up if you need to grab things. But yeah, you want to do it that way instead. It's hard to remember these things. I forget, you know. So, but definitely, once you can get to the bridge, kick it across, grab the item, and then go back across the bridge, and then go through all the, you know, fall through the ceilings and all that, right? The collapsing ceilings, and then when you're here, you can go back up and collect whatever items you need to, and then you continue. So yeah, it's a little bit of a roundabout, but you know, if you want to get everything. So the next video is this is gonna blow your mind. It's actually part 2 of Valley of Defilement 5-1. Unbelievable, just absolute brilliance. I've been Lord Fussington. Thank you very much for watching. Kindly rate, comment, and subscribe. And don't jump off here. Until later.